Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Slayer. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos here with the 411 for SmackDown Live. Kansas City. A great town. Great wrestling town. Great all around. I hate that what we were treated to tonight wasn't as good as what we got last night. For the first week, in probably a long time, Raw went way above and beyond what SmackDown did. And SmackDown, much like Raw, just exactly laid out how the night was going to be with the opening. The Shane Daniel thing is just, I don't know if they don't know where they're going with it, or if they just don't know how to react to it. Like, it's just not very good at all. It's just not. I mean, just being completely honest, it's just not good at all. Then you got the Charlotte Flair and Liv Morgan match, which just wasn't. Liv's not on that level, and it just didn't work. Not for me. Failed in comparison to any of the matches. Even the Nia match last night with the jobber, what was her name, Vanessa Floyd, just not good at all. And then the Bludgeon Brothers against two. Look, I'm done with this. Okay, we should be past this. Like, it looks like you're building toward Bludgeon Brothers versus Usos. I mean, you're dropping it. You know, first the Usos cut a good promo last week, and then the Bludgeon Brothers come out at the very end as they're leaving. The Bludgeon Brothers have a match tonight, and then as they're leaving, the Usos come out to cut another promo, which was good. I just didn't think it was needed. After the promo last week, I think that this week would have been better had you not done anything Uso related. And it's good to have the booking the way it is, as far as, well, let's drop the hint here, let's drop it here, that, you know, this is what's going to happen, this is where we're going. You know, because you want to lead the audience into the story. But I just felt like the Usos didn't need to do a promo tonight. Because they did a fire promo last week. And the promo tonight was really good as well. Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't needed. Like, you didn't need to do a second promo a la last week. Anyway. It was still good. The United States title match, Bobby Roode, Rusev, just great. I mean, it's two great talents. I mean, you can't argue. Randy Orton coming out, giving RKOs to everybody after the match was funny. It looks like, again, we're going to build toward Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode for the United States title, which is kind of weird to see Randy Orton going after a secondary title this far along in his career, but it kind of tracks, because looking at several people throughout their careers, they have world titles, mini world titles, main events, you know, WrestleManias, everything, and then later on in their careers, I mean, look at John Cena. He was the WWE champion, and then he went back and he tried to bring up the United States title. I kind of feel like it's the same thing here. I mean, you could make that case for several people. I mean, Triple H did it. Stone Cold, to a degree, with the tag titles. I mean, and so on and so forth. I mean, it's happened. So it's not like shocking or anything. It's not like you should go crazy over it. But anyway, the Ascension, very impressive. I'm glad that the Ascension got an opportunity to actually show what they can do on TV. let's not forget, this is a very good tag team that just doesn't get the props especially doesn't get the TV time that they deserve. It's kind of one of these things where it just looks like, well, creative, we have nothing for you. I'm like, why? Like, you can use these guys. If you're not going to use them on SmackDown, move them over to Raw. Let's do something. Let's do something with them. If not, then let's let them go and let them go do their own thing where they can actually wrestle somewhere. You're in this business to wrestle. You're not in this business just to show up and play on TV every week. I mean, that's okay, but you want to wrestle. That's why you're here. In any event, they lose to Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, which I still kind of felt like they should have won the tag titles. But I will go back and say I throw no shade and no flag on the Usos keeping the titles because they're just that good. But I thought if there was any team that should do it, the time was right that Gable and Benjamin should have done it, and they're just proving it. I can't wait to see what the tag title match for SmackDown is going to be at WrestleMania. You got to know that it's going to be something big. Maybe a fatal four-way, the three teams I just mentioned, and then the New Day. The New Day, I feel like, they got to wrestle because last week they were the host of WrestleMania, which was dumb. But anyway, let's move forward for something like that. Maybe an elimination match. That would be an elimination, a fatal four-way elimination match for the tag team titles. I think that would be a great start to the WrestleMania card, the main card, not on a pre-show. Don't put them on a pre-show. I think WWE has learned their lesson, especially with the Usos and the New Day. And then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Fight forever. Fight forever. What else can you say? Even when they're not like, the bitter rivals, on TV now that they have been for years and years and years and years, it still works. Still fantastic. Still great match. They can have, it doesn't matter. Like, these two guys, because they really are best friends, it's the whole Shawn Triple H thing where when it's your best friend, you can hit each other harder because you know that everything's cool. I'm not a fan of this not having a finish. I wanted to see Sami win. I want to see Sami finally get the spot. It didn't happen. No finish to the match. AJ interferes, so now we have a triple threat match for the WWE title at Fastlane. I'm not a huge fan of this, considering it's almost the same match we saw at the Royal Rumble, but it's just different. Instead of it being a 2-on-1 handicap match for the title, which I thought was dumb, we go into the triple threat style now. It adds a little bit of something to it. I will give it that. And we'll just see how it goes from here. The Mixed Match Challenge. If you are not watching the Mixed Match Challenge, you are missing one hell of a show. Pro wrestling is set to do certain things for people. As far as entertainment, and good wrestling, by the way, like it tonight had a great mix of everything. I very, very, very highly recommend going and watching the Mixed Match Challenge from this week. Last week's was pretty good. This week's was great. Absolutely great. Next week, let's just see what they can do. I don't want to foreshadow what I think it's going to be. We'll just see. We'll just see how it turns out. Until then, see you guys next week for Raw. Deuces. Chaos out.